You guys remember Cult of the Cryptids, right? You know that one Siren Head game? Well, now they have made a sequel. It's called Siren Head Redemption. So I decided to play it, and what you're seeing is in the background is basically most of the gameplay. It's really fucking shit. Long story short, this game was so fucking boring. It was just a walking simulator. But from now on, I'll show you long story long. So, as soon as I join the game, I'm greeted with a "Would you like to add X game to favorites?" We all know that this is the building blocks of the great game. Oh, and also, as soon as I joined the game, the shop icon was flashing red. So I just decided to see, and it was just completely filled with game passes at this rate. Like, what are we doing? Oh, and also there's a bloody cutscene, so I'm just gonna let that play with the audio on. Yeah, goddamn, this cutscene is literally more quiet than a
Can you hear
flippin'
me?
mouse.
If you can, return back to the sheriff's house. It's important. Please.
Final fucking lead, that cutscene took way too long. So finally, we're in the game and we can actually do something after what feels like an eternity. Because for some reason, this game just absolutely loves putting a black screen on for 12 days. So there's really nothing going on at this point, so let's just speed it up. So we finally reached the town, and the only thing we have to do is just spam me on our keyboard so we can listen to these flipping NPCs just talk about random shit. There we go. After that spamming simulator, now we have another fucking walking simulator. Hooray! Peak game design! Seriously, this is absolutely pitiful. You guys getting sick of these background noises? I am too. So here my dumbass didn't realize that I had to pull the item out of my inventory and press E with it on the door. Because for some reason the genius game devs didn't think that if you have 3 hotbar spots, it would be more convenient for it to just pop up there first instead of just going in your inventory and having to equip it from there into your hotbar. And just decided to do it in the way that they did. Absolute genius from these developers. Like, someone give them a reward for them deciding to force you to waste 2 more seconds of time rather than doing it the good conventional way. Also, here's, in my opinion, the best part in the game. However, that doesn't mean shit when everything else sucks your grandpa's warty dick. That wasn't even that scary. It literally just made me flinch a bit. You know your game's jump scares suck ass when the Game Pass and invite pop-ups are scarier. I wish I was kidding. But speaking of those Game Pass pop-ups, they are actually terrible and can mess up your game. Yeah, not just annoying, they can actually fuck up your game. So after, oh noes, lights turn red, scary, and T-posing black blob chase me and do a little bit of damage, we learn two things. First one is that there is auto health regen, and second, we drop the car keys. This game is more fucking cliche than those experience games, god damn it. Okay, seriously, what the actual hell is even going on? I'm more lost than a toddler in a shopping center. 1 second I'm running, and then the screen just turns black without any explanation, and I just pass out? Hey devs, maybe make sure your target audience, which I'm guessing is 7-year-olds, knows what the actual hell is going on next time. Come on, man. So after 10 seconds, which feels more like 2 minutes, I wake up in Lanky Box's basement full of undernutritioned enslaved children. I hear a gunshot and I'm still lost from earlier, but this actually makes sense. So then, a mysterious figure walks out, all suspenseful and badass. And then we find out that it's that guy that has the keys to the sheriff's house. Who could have ever possibly seen that coming ever in human and alien history? Now I have to hide from John. Luckily, I have a vast roster of hiding places to hide, such as closets, 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 and closets. Now I have to wait and see if John will find me and kill me. Although, I don't really think dying in this game is an inherently bad thing. I think that means I lived. Pick up the flashlights. Seriously? Wow. Defeat 8 snowmans has some competition now. Keep your guard up high, blocks roots. Great. Now I haven't died, which is not a good thing. Now we just have to get out the basement, and hopefully it isn't shit, right? Right? Oh, come on. Great. I'm now in the sewer. Quite funny how the sewers serve more purpose than this pathetic excuse for a Roblox game, let alone a whole game. First it was town, more like village walking simulator, and then basement walking simulator, and now it's sewer walking simulator. What's next? Landfill walking simulator? Jeez, these people are gonna turn everything into a boring walking simulator. Now I'm free! Yes, I have freedom for once. Wait, who the fuck? Oh my days, not you again! Bruh, shut the fuck up, stop being a pussy, let's fight, god damn it. I wanna fucking scrap right now. Yay! The sheriff is here! Oh wait, no. That's not that fun. We could have had some fight where I use that knife that's so rusty it looks like it carries 18 different life-threatening diseases. But no, we just got our ass saved by the sheriff. Hey man, that's a weird-looking family tree. Well, looks like the car crashed without even touching the cartoon cats. This car is so shit, it has brakes less powerful than a goods train, even though that car weighs thousands of times less. Wait, why the fuck do I have a whole cold python in my inventory? So the police officer makes us walk to a car park that looks like an overflow car park you'd find in Cornwall in Devonshire. This guy walks as slow as an obese koala. So we reached car and it looks like it's been through a whole world war and somehow still survived without being turned into a pancake by artillery and multiple dozen-ton MBTs. And the game does a repeat of Cult of the Cryptids and makes us do a fucking manhunt for these items again. So they really haven't learned shit from the previous installment of this quote-unquote franchise, have they? First up is obviously the factory. Wow, these game devs really care so little about making a semi-realistic game mixed with fiction that we can't just do the obvious thing a mentally decent person would do and just search for car parts making a car that's a Frankenstein of other better and worse cars. Great. Just great. Hopefully the map is at the very least decent, right? Well, abso-fucking-lutely not. This map is mainly just empty space with a wall of tree textures as borders. Plus the map is too big for its own good. There is nothing that can't convince me that this game is just a premium payout farm in disguise as a decent game. Good graphics are definitely not the most important part of the game if you cannot tell. Also, I absolutely despise this terrible minigame. I'm not even liking it, and yet there's like a 200 millisecond delay between my inputs. And almost forgot to mention, yeah, sometimes I can't even fucking click. Like, if you're gonna, what are you doing? Actually, what the fuck are you doing? I'm lost for words. Skipping through that absolute bunch of bollocks, I am now headed for the police office. Because of guns. I need more guns as soon as possible, and impossible too. Who the fuck is this guy? So, apparently that weird blob that looks like hetero if it was a midget decided to fuck some random piece of mincemeat it found. And it culminated in this extraordinary creature that is full blind and full deaf. Was that mincemeat actually the fucking flesh of Helen Keller or what? Maybe the game is just bugged out here. Knowing this game, it's most probably the latter, let's be real here. So after I looted the sheriff's office or whatever, this happened.
It seems I lost my eyes. Could you please help me?
Yeah, and then I was like, nah, fuck off, I ain't got time for this.
Help!
Just leave me
Help!
alone, you
Help
fat
me!
fuck. Nothing really eventful happened until I found Cartoon Cat, which looks like he has done copious amounts of crack powder and has been crying his ass off because his cat wife left him. And also took all the kids, and that resulting into him becoming homeless and begging for change. So then I went to the lake to get the engine, but before that I got jumped multiple times by the fucking Wendigo. But his ass stood no chance against me and my infinite ammo double barrel shotgun. And also my overpowered self-healing ability, which is quite nice, but doesn't change the fact that this game is absolute dog shit. Or should I say, cartoon dog shit. Yeah, so you guys remember what I said about the invite friends and Game Pass pop-ups and how they could mess with your games? As you could see, I got one right in the middle of my Battle of the Wendigo, and I was just confused why the hell that happened. Till I realized that, yeah, it's just a pop-up that bugged me. Damn, Siren Head, what the actual fuck happened to you, dude? Are you okay? Also, doing illegal drugs is a coping method for your family relationship, just jumping off a cliff metaphorically. I'm sorry, but what the actual fuck did I just witness? There we go. Finally found the final bit of the car. Not really a smart idea to put two items so close together, but I'm not complaining one singular bit. Finally, that was Siren Head Redemption. What do I think of this game? It's absolute ass. That was actually terrible. Too bad I'm so used to playing British Railway for multiple hours on end, so I wouldn't get bored that easily. This game was an absolute nothing burger. The map was bland, the characters barely pose any threat either because they only have a 40-meter patrol radius and do almost no damage, or they're completely stuck on particles of oxygen. Oh, and the storyline is just absolute wank. The game was literally a repeat of Cult of the Cryptids. My fucking days, man. These people are going down the Disney route of just rehashing their old IPs. If the game devs are somehow watching, don't even bother leaving a comment and just do better. This game was disgraceful. If you want to recommend me another game to check out, then just ask in the comments section. And hopefully it'll show up in my notifications so I can respond. And I'll feature you in the next video too, as if anybody will fucking see that video, knowing my viewer base. Without anything else, I'm just gonna end this video right here. Peace.